For the past season and a half, bro, I've been enjoying myself on guard builds like this. Not the small 6'2s, the 6'1s, or even the 6'3s. I've been enjoying myself on guard builds as of the 6'4 point guard. And I know a lot of you guys know about my Anthony Edwards build at 6'4 that's actually insane with the 94 drive and dunk and all good things like that. But the shooting ability on this build is crazy, especially with me shooting 76% from the 3-point line and the field goal. But I end up taking a lot of crazy shots, so it could have been way higher than what it is. But with the build being at 6'4, I can play great defense, get chased down blocks, get stops on defenders on the ISO or the PNR, and that's with the build not having like a super high defensive rating or a super high ball control. But today I'm going to end up showing you a 6'4 build that's actually insane. As it being like a two-way playmaking 3-level scorer, this little build can end up going crazy. And that's in at 6'4, you don't really feel that small, I'm gonna be honest, even with not even having the biggest body type. But I know a lot of you guys make small my player, so look, we're gonna end up hopping into the my player builder, as this builder is a point guard. Now we're gonna be 6'4, got the 190 pounds, that's optional. I do recommend you go a little bit bigger to like the 200 if you want to mess with it, 200 at the most. But as of this, I like 190 because the body type's not too crazy. I know some of y'all like go 180, 185, maybe 175, but I'm not that type of person. I want to go super small on my builds for the certain body type. Now as the layup, we're gonna have a 87 to 88 layup. You're gonna choose between all these layup packages of Devin Booker layup package, literally one of the best layup packages in the game. Kobe Bryant is up there. It could be an A tier or B tier, but I'll put it in the A. Then we got Jimmy Butler. This layup package does get great scoop layups if you're someone that's want to do a lot of scoops. Tyrese Halliburton has a cool little floater, but it does have a few animations that makes it a B tier. LeBron James A tier. I prefer to use LeBron James and Devin Booker as the main two if you can get them. And if you want to try out Trae Young is one of the best ones to use if you want to do a lot of floaters and you want to use your float game. But if you want to go 88, you unlock Kobe. If you don't care about having the Kobe layup, you go 87, but you can also change it up in the future, because I'm gonna show you if you can change it up, you get 88 layup, and then you can have a higher 3-pointer just by changing one small thing. Now as of the standing dunk, we do have a 65 standing dunk, so you can get certain standing dunk animations. You get a lot of consistent standing dunk animations on this game. As of the regular standing dunks, you want to put both of these on, one hand and two hand. Then you're gonna put the rim hang, the two-hand rim hang on as the 65 standing dunk. But you also could get the 70 if you make small adjustments to this build. Now with the shooting on the build, you're gonna end up having a 92 3-pointer. I usually don't go super high on my 3-pointer on this, but you're a 6'4 guard, so I know you're gonna be shooting the ball a lot, so you can end up getting your guard up on goal, your green machine, space creator, all those type of things. Limitless range on silver with a 77 mid-range. If you want to end up getting that open looks on Hall of Fame, all you gotta do is make your 3-pointer a 93 3-pointer, and you can end up having a 78 mid-range. But as of the jump shot, if you want to use Patty Mills, this is the Patty Mills jump shots I do recommend. My man's ISO Ninja end up putting me onto that. But as of my jump shot, I usually mess with it. If you're someone that does not have Patty Mills, or you don't like using the Curry base, you can use Jalen Brunson, or you can use this John Wall jump shot I'm showing you. But or the build, you can end up messing around with a few things. You can go 92, but in the next build after this, I'm gonna show you how overpowered it can be having a 93 3-pointer with having that 88 layup and have a full complete build. Now for the playmaking for this build, the ball control will be at a 92 ball control, so you can get unpluckable on gold, all the good badges. The speed with ball, you have two options. You can go 75 speed with ball, or you're gonna end up going 90. And I'm gonna show you those two options with going from 75 to 90 and how much room you can really work with and make this build even crazy when it comes to playing guard on this build. You're gonna be a two-way guard. You can hold your own on defense, but also you can play the corner very good as well. But we're gonna start with the 75 speed with ball. This is the things I would use if you got a 92 ball control with a 75 speed with ball. De'Aaron Fox, all that good stuff, Kemba Walker, all the good stuff that you usually use. But if you're someone that's going to use that 92 ball control, having that 90 speed with ball, these are the 6 I do recommend. If you're going to use 90 speed with ball with a 92 ball control, you can switch it up. If you don't like Trae Young, you can put De'Aaron Fox at your actual size up. Now for the defense, you're going to be very shocked. Now you can go two ways when it comes to perimeter defense. You can go 87 and get that two-way name and get challenger on goal, or you can end up stopping at the 85 mark and be cool with the name that you got. Then for the defense, you can stop at 85 still, and you can end up having these silver defensive badges, or you can crank it up just a little bit of notch and get that gold glove, interceptor, and that right stick ripper. Now for the defense, you're going to be able to get a block on this build. We want to be able to still be able to get contests and still knock people out of animation. So I'm going with a 60 block. You can switch this. I say the lowest you can go is like 50, 55. I usually try to keep my block around 60. Sometimes I go to 68, but with the wingspan we have, we can't get chased on artists. So 60 block is good enough to end up getting the job done. And it's build can get a decent rebound. As you can see, I got a 65. I can drop it to 60. I'm gonna drop it all the way to 42 for you can see how much we want to work with. Now for the speed, since we're not going with a 90 speed with ball, I'm gonna have to change my speed. The speed is gonna have to get lower, but look at the strength on this build. I'm going with 55 for a reason. We want that fearless finisher and we want our clamps. If we don't end up putting a 55 strength, we're not gonna have clamps on silver. If you're someone that does not care about having clamps on silver and you just want to have that gold challenger, hey, that's up to you. But I was messing around with my rebound a little, see if I like the 55, but if I can't get the 60 rebound, it's kind of no point. And then 83 speed is nothing really like big difference from 82, so I'm gonna put that back to 82 soon. Now look at the stats that you get. You get an 87 layup, you get a 65 standing dunk, 77 mid-range, 92 three-pointer, 92 ball control, 75 pass tech, 75 speed with ball. If you don't know, you can still like go crazy without having like speed with ball up. Like if you really know how to move, you can really go crazy with having no speed with ball. You really can drop your speed with ball to 72 if you want to go at the lowest without losing anything else. Now the name of the build is a two-way floor spacing slasher. Cool little name. I know you see this build name everywhere as just a regular floor spacing slasher, but look, we're gonna make minor changes to this build. This is the build that you just seen. We're gonna end up taking a few things away. We're gonna lower the interior defense. We're gonna end up lowering the perimeter. We're gonna lower the steal. We're gonna go 85 and 85. As us going 85 and 85, we're gonna end up having to take a little bit of the block and the rebound off, but you're gonna get way better results. As of only a few things that you really want, we're gonna get strength, so we get that fearless finisher on silver. But if you're someone that does not care about fearless finisher, you don't gotta raise that. Now look, we have a 88 layup. Now we get the Kobe layup, we get float game on Hall of Fame. Then we can end up having our post control max with a 93 three-pointer, get them open looks on Hall of Fame while having an 80 mid-range. Now as of the actual post control, I'm only gonna stop it at 75 because it's kind of no point in going 83 because we're not drop stepping. I'm gonna be honest, you're not dropping stepping on somebody with a 6'4" with a 60 strength. I'm gonna be honest, you get pushed right back into your chest. Now as of the interior, we can go stop at 40. I could mess around with a few things as a block and things like that, but as how it sit, a 65 block can definitely get the job done, and you still can end up being effective on defense. But now you got a nice little post up game. Now you can end up going to post, use that post fade phenom with the float. Like you got the post fade phenom, the float game, the mini magician on silver, 93 three-pointer open looks on Hall of Fame. You got a lot of things you can work with this build. As the build, since it does not have an 87 perimeter, you're not going to end up getting that two-way name. You're just going to be called a shot creating 3-level threat. And for most of these builds that you're going to end up seeing, they're going to have similar names, or they're going to have the similar concept. Now I'm going to end up showing you this one. Now you, if somebody that likes Kyrie Irving dribble style, you're a Kyrie Irving dribble style and you made off Kyrie Irving dribble style, I got you, bro. I got you, because I know some of y'all like, bro, I'm not about to use a build with pro dribble style and all that stuff. I want to use Kyrie Irving dribble style. So this is what it's going to look like. You're going to have a 92 ball control. You're going to have a 90 speed with ball, 75 pass accuracy, 92 three-pointer, 77 midi, 85 layup. Now your layup has to drop so you can get the speed with ball. I'm going to let y'all know that now. Your block has to drop. You got to drop a lot of things, and your strength on your build is going to have to drop. If you're a guard that does not care about strength, that's cool. That's up to you. But now you have an 85 perimeter, 85 steal, 55 block, 40 rebound, 86 speed, so you can get that gold speed booster and hyperdrive. And we end up keeping that standing dunk at 65, so you can still get your standing dunks consistently. But as of the build, it's looking real nice. And you can have that 90 speed ball, Kyrie dribble style, 92 ball control. Some people use De'Aaron Fox as the side, some people use Trae Young. If you want to end up trying to get that 95 ball control for Steve Francis, you might have to really kill this build at a point when it comes to like defense, to be honest. Now, when it comes to this build right here, this build right here is very similar to the build you just seen. But we have an 87 layup. Now with this build having an 87 layup, the other ones don't have something that's very similar to what this build has. This build has a driving dunk. Now if you're someone that likes to do your little driving dunk, you don't really care for a standing dunk, you can have a 55 driving dunk. And it's a reason why I did 55 driving dunk, because one of the best dunk packages that's slept on this game for having a low driving dunk that's very consistent is this Klay Thompson dunk package. Klay Thompson dunk package is very slept on. If you're someone that does not have like an 80 driving dunk, 84 driving dunk, something like that, and you got anything under 80, put Klay Thompson dunk package on. You could throw Luka dunk package on, things like that. Now as the three-point shooting is going to be the same, we're going to have a 92 three-pointer. You can go 77 mid-range or 80 mid-range, but it's based on what you want. Do you want a 70 pass accuracy, or do you want a 75 pass accuracy? I know it's a big difference between a 70 and 75. A lot of frames are like lost in between a 70 and 75 pass accuracy, so that's the decision you got to make. If you want to go with the 70 pass accuracy, you can go with the 80 mid-range. If you don't care about an 80 mid-range, you can end up getting a 75 pass accuracy. Now the ball control is a 92, speed with ball is a 75, you get the pro dribble style. Now for the defense, you're gonna have an 85 perimeter. you're gonna have an 85 steal, but you can end up getting a 87 perimeter with a slight change of block. Now I'm gonna show you the block is gonna end up possibly being around a 60. We do 60. We have a 60 block, but you're gonna have to change a few things if you do that. If you're gonna have that 60 block and you want a higher pass accuracy, you're gonna have to change a few things. As you can have an 87 perimeter, you good right here. But if you want to end up having that 75 pass accuracy, you're going to have to take off this perimeter. You're going to have to drop your block to 55, and you're going to be able to get that 75 pass act. Now, looking at the build right now, you unlock all the animations that you really need, especially when it comes to layups. The only one that might not be available is the Kobe, because you need 88 layup. But when it comes to shooting, you can get any jump shots that you want. When it comes to dribbling, you get any dribble move that you want, minus Steve Francis. That's the only one that makes a big difference if you do want a 95 speed with ball. But at that point, I feel like it's kind of pointless to have Steve Francis when you dribbling on pro actual dribble style. And the name they end up giving you on this build is actually crazy, because I don't really get to see this name that often in the park or in the rec or anything like that. Even in the theater, I don't even see the build name like this that much. I seen it last year, but they give you the name a 2-way 3-level shot creator. Last year I had a few of these builds, but this year I rarely see this build name versus a shot creating 3-level threat or 3-level threat or this inside out score. But look, if y'all boys enjoyed this build, hey man, I'm telling you, the 4-way superstar, don't be late to the party. Don't be late to the party to the 4-way superstar. And what you making it this far into the video, man, I'm telling you this now. Make sure you drop a like on the video. Make sure you subscribe. Make sure you share the video to any of your friends telling you about this build. Also, turn on notifications so you don't miss more videos like this. Hey, man, it's 2 videos on the screen. If you haven't watched them yet, make sure you check them out. I'm going to see y'all boys in the next one.